Okay, as Mark said, my name's Thom Berryman. I work for Pinewood's post-production. I run the Media Transfer Centre. The Pinewood Media Transfer Centre works on bespoke services for productions for tenants and for productions on and off the lot at Pinewood. We focus our expertise on dailies, viewing and approval, content services and distribution, and film and TV deliverables. Just a quick note about the infrastructure or the data infrastructure at Pinewood. Both Pinewood and Shepperton Studios has a fibre optic ring running around site between all stages, cutting rooms and on-site facilities. This ring allows up to 10 gigabytes of data connection from any point to point. We have a close relationship with SohoNet, who supply us with off-site bandwidth. We can connect to any facility also on SohoNet, or anyone else that can connect to the internet as such. A good example of when we've used SohoNet was a couple of years ago. We worked with the BBC on a production called Little Dorrit. The post-production was managed by, in collaboration with Pinewood and Molyneux, to access the regional funds available to the BBC. Molyneux had to work outside of the M25, so set up a grading facility at Pinewood. The back end of their base light was at Fubert's Place, and the front end of the blackboard was at Pinewood, and we ran everything down the fibre optic ring as an SDI link, so we can connect to any facility that we like and work in collaboration with them. We also have a new data centre at Pinewood. Nice little picture of it there. This is used for camera footage and daily storage, render farms, off-site backups, disaster recovery and web and mail servers. It's a facility that we rent out as secure storage or area for you to supply your own machinery to go in there. This currently we have films that shoot at Pinewood and use this as on-site storage as well as off-site storage. We're currently preparing a second data centre at Shepperton to mirror the ones we have here. Many companies take up space at this data centre to mirror any storage they have in town as well. I'd like to give you three examples of how Pinewood has distributed dailies footage to 3 different productions that have shot on and off-site at Pinewood. The first example was a film, medium to low budget production that was shot on 35mm in the Alps. For this we used a Route 6 content agent. We were supplied with digibeaters of a telecine from the 35mm, and we used the content agent to build a workflow that would allow us to capture from digibeater, transcode into the various formats that we wanted to be able to supply to people for to view. These included H.264s and flash videos. We then used the content agent to upload these to our FTP site and send out an automatic email to those that were required. Once it had become available, they would then log on to the FTP site using either their iPads or a desktop system, and they would be able to view the previous day's rushes. Now, the great thing about the content agent is once you've built a workflow, the person that operates it has to have very little training on how it works. All you need to do is enter an in and out point on the tape itself and press go, and the workflow is completely automatic from there on in. With the content agent as well, it's very easy to adapt the workflows that you've built previously. So if somebody requires a DVD or a Blu-ray copy, all you have to do is attach a pre-built node to that workflow, and with use of a DVD robot, it will burn off as many copies as you like straight away. It also accepts not just tape ingest, but file-based workflows, including R3D, DPX, MXF, and QuickTimes. Example 2 was a company on site at Pinewood called Outpost Facilities. Now, they've made use of a publicly available program called Media Silo. This works on the way of a cloud-based distribution program. You upload pretty much anything you want to this facility, this online facility. It does all the transcoding, takes care of everything for you, and then distributes everything by email to anyone that wants it. They log on and they can view it in the cloud. This was a BBC drama, recent production, shot on Alexa onto S by S cards at ProRes. From the ProRes, they created a smaller QuickTime file and use these to upload. As I said, this will take any sort of format, so it takes away the hassle of having to know what you're going to upload. It becomes available as soon as it goes into the cloud. It transcodes and will go to any format as it's requested. There's no worry about the viewer not having the right type of player to play this back, as if you can open a browser, it will play back within that. Here's just a screenshot of the program itself. So you have a browser-based application, which you can list as by allowing people to see as much as or as little as you want them to do by their login. You list stuff in a file structure. It then gives you clip views. Once you click on the clip, it will start to play the clip within a window and give you all the metadata information that you supply along with that, or it derives from the video that you've uploaded to it. You can then also use this to download any clips if you want, so you can play offline. Again, there's no problem about having the right sort of codec installed, as it's H.264, it plays back in browser. The third example I have is PIC system. Now this we are currently using on a high budget feature that's recording or shooting at Pinewood at the moment. They're shooting using Alexa to the codec system on and off at Pinewood and on location. The Digilab supply H.264s in HD and SD and upload these to the PIC system, and someone within the cutting room will create individual playlists for either groups of people or individuals, giving them the permission to see what they should see and what they don't. So you can send your art department clips of continuity, and you can show the producers and directors absolutely everything that's been shot, or each department everything they need to see. Automatic email notifications go out to show people what's available to them. PIX runs not only in a web-based browser but also within its own programs, both on PC, Mac and iOS. This gives the ability to review your dailies almost anywhere in the world. This even works on 3G, so you don't have to have a Wi-Fi connection to view what's sent to you. It's also full HD, so it's 1080 H.264 videos are delivered, so it's as good a quality as we've seen with any system at all. You can also use this as a file transfer system. So if you need to send data files to people, say pictures or audio, music, whatever, you can use that as a file transfer system. The software is downloadable from the App Store or from their website once you have an account with them. It's free to download. PIX also supply for the larger productions Minimax, which go into various viewing points around the production. So you could have one on set, you could have one in the cutting room, and this allows you to play back via the application using only the remote. So it's like having an Apple TV or a set-top box where you just go in, log in to your account, press play on the remote, and you can view everything that's been shot up to half an hour earlier. Local mirrors are also available for PIX. So as this is based in the cloud, it's as quick as it's going to be. They make it quicker if that's not good enough by putting a system. So once anything's been uploaded to your account, it will push that data to your local system that you can then play back straight from. We also hold the UK and Europe mirror at Pinewood. So previously there was some complaints with PIX where it was running quite slowly because there was only one data center in San Francisco. We now have a main mirror of every piece of footage within the PIX system at Pinewood. PIX also allows annotations and notes to be made on a frame accurate basis. So as you're watching at home what's been shot that day, you can be talking to someone anywhere in the world who's also looking at the same piece of footage as you are, draw on the screen and make notes. It will then push that information or store that information in the cloud, so anyone else that views that will be able to see your notes. Just a quick demonstration of the iOS app with PIX as well. It really is just exactly as the main program is, but a cut down mobile version. You can play. You see your playlist. You also see any clips that you have stored. It plays straight away with audio in an H.264 format and allows you to make notes and show you any activity that's gone on. If you do ever make any notes on something, you can choose who you send those notes to, who can see those notes, if just you or everyone or anyone in particular or groups of people that want to see it. and it will push those to everyone as needed. The PIX system also we use in a screening facility that was built for this particular production. We had a 2K projector which is connected to their Avid. So once they've got their rushes returned from the lab, or the DigiLab, we can project those in the DNX36, or before that, because it gets onto PIX before it gets, the drive is physically brought to the cutting room, they can view everything on a full cinema screen directly from PIX, again just using the remote control. And that's all I have to say on that. Are there any questions? Good.